Seriously, Corona, you are ruining everyone's life. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video, and here is a bit of sad information that we got today. I check the lodestone every morning just to see if there's any new news, and lately there hasn't been anything really too interesting, but when I saw this today about the letter from the producer, I just saw the words letter from the producer, I got really excited because I thought that meant that we would be having it today. Unfortunately, that's not the case. This here is actually information about the North American Fan Festival, as well as talking about the release of patch 5.3. So I don't think that we have an exact date for 5.3 just yet. It was stated that it was supposed to originally be released on June 16th, but that has now been pushed back by more than a month. So we still have a long ways to go before we're able to get any more information about when 5.3 is coming out. But today is actually about the announcement regarding the North American Fan Festival and how it has now been canceled. So, according to them, the reasoning for this is that due to the ongoing struggle with the coronavirus, they have made the decision to cancel the North American Fan Festival that was supposed to take place in San Diego on November 6th and 7th. And on one hand, I completely understand it. I know why they're doing this. I mean, I work in customer service at the moment, and I have to explain to people all day about why their packages are not coming. So it's really because of this. It's because of the coronavirus. And I mean, they did state that they are severely disappointed because everyone is looking forward to this, but they do believe that they have to protect the health and well-beings of their fans, the performers, the staff, and it is completely understandable. I don't begrudge them for that. So, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to be able to have the fan festival here in 2020. It's been a terrible year so far. But they are looking into potential dates, new cities, and venues for rescheduling the fan festival, which is supposed to take part in 2021. Yeah, so this corona has just thrown everything like completely off schedule here. And in order to really explain what's going on, Yoshi P did take the time to write this letter from the producer. He just mentions here, you can actually go to the website if you want to read it yourself. But everything that I just said, he written down right here and explaining why he's doing this. They say that they have to follow these brand new safety guidelines and requirements that were created by the local governments, and it's likely that any future events that they have is going to experience a number of restrictions. So not only are they exploring a physical event, but they're looking more into alternative ways to realize the event digitally. And they will be sharing news of their progress as things start to take shape, and so they ask that you do stay patient and just keep in mind for any future information. If there is any good news, then it does look like the fan festivals in Japan, which was scheduled for December, and Europe, which was scheduled for February, may proceed as paced. As of right now, though, North America, it's really bad where the corona is right now, so that is understandable why they decided to kind of push things back for the time being. But rather than simply push to have the festivities go forward as planned, they feel it more important that everyone from the players to the staff and everyone involved be able to participate without worry about getting sick. But they did promise that no matter what form it will take, they are examining every available avenue to bring us the most memorable Final Fantasy celebration in the most enjoyable manner possible. And they did mention a little bit more information about patch 5.3. Like I said before, it has been pushed back by quite a bit right now. And we still don't even have a release date, we don't have the trailer, we don't have anything for it. But as of this moment, most of their staff has finished setting up their home workstations, and they are able to access test servers, update data, and implement newly developed content. So without the pandemic, they did state that they would be working 100%. As of right now, though, their capability is around 85 to 90%. And so they're missing around a good 10% because they have work from home network issues, debug efficiencies, and just the general stresses of adding to this new work environment. They have progressed to almost a complete halt in development to near full operation, which means that towards the end of next week, they'll be able to conduct what they call a producer-director check and begin a thorough playthrough of the main scenario and other content. So they are determined that it is going to be released with their usual quality. It's just taken a lot longer because things are just so stressful right now. If 5.3 is supposed to be the ending for Shadowbringers, at least for the main story there, before we move on to the next stage, I am fully prepared to wait for however long it takes. I do not want them to rush this. I do not want them to cut anything out that might help to add to the storyline is what I'm asking for. Their QA team in particular has been hit very hard by the loss of its regular workspace, and they won't return to its full capacity until partway into June. So with support from every department, however, they are making progress with the patch preparations, and the team as a whole is working full steam ahead. So that is some comfort. So until we really have a release date, I don't think that we'll be getting it out, at least until either the end of June or perhaps the very beginning of July. That's my best bet. We are pushing to see this delay as short as possible, and they will announce a new release date in the near future, so please stay tuned for that. And they do promise that they will give us a release date as well as more information about 5.3 during the next letter from the producer. We still don't have an exact date for that yet either. And lastly, at the very end of Yoshi P's letter, he extends his heartfelt sympathies to everyone affected by this pandemic, and he wishes that all who are sick right now a very speedy recovery. Again, I find it hard to be mad at Yoshi P because he works so hard for this. He's so passionate about his work, and you can really tell that in his work. And again, I understand. I am severely disappointed, like I think a lot of people out there are. And I don't begrudge them for that. I just hope that everyone pulls through safely and that they are able to keep working with their usual top-notch quality, and we will be waiting for it when it comes out. At least I do hope so. I am also severely disappointed for the North American Fan Festival. I was really hoping that I'd be able to go to it this time. I wasn't able to go last time. But I guess that just gives me more time to prepare for it and maybe save up a little bit more. And yeah, I guess there's really not much else that we can really do except wait and hope that this whole thing blows over soon. So if anyone out there is watching this and is also severely disappointed, you have my sympathies. I understand completely where you're coming from, but we really just have to be patient and just find ways of keeping ourselves entertained. I do hope that they do find at least something for us to do in the game, because I don't know about you, I've almost run out of pretty much everything to do in the game right now. I think right now the only thing I need to do is like the ruby weapon and just get the mount for that. But otherwise, yeah, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope that everyone is doing all right and is staying safe and healthy during this pandemic, and hopefully it will all end soon. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Have a good rest of your day, and let's see where this goes. Bye!